Hello my fellow page pamper, my name is Cora. Welcome to my channel, Pampered Pages, and welcome to today's DIML. As you may or may not be able to tell, we have officially moved into our new place and I'm loving it so very much. Pretty much everything has been unpacked. The bookshelves are up. There's just a few bits and bobs, some piles, if you will, that still need to be organized, but for the most part, we're 100% here. Also, my tree is shining in her full glory. Lights are up, the festive cheer is here, and I'm feeling quite content and cozy. Today, I want to relish in those vibes, but also I do need to pop out and see if I can find one thing in particular. I need to find an entryway doormat. So I think I'm going to stop by Home Goods, maybe TJ Maxx if I'm not successful at Home Goods. I also need to run by Trader Joe's and get a few items, maybe some festive treats, TBD, and then head back home. And I have a few activities that I want to complete today. For now, I'm going to head out, and if you want, you're coming along. So let's go. Aniva. Before I head out though, it is quite chilly. When I woke up this morning, it was 44 degrees, which is, it's chilly for Florida. So I'm going to grab a jacket. You probably can't tell from this clip, but before we moved, I organized my clothes in categories, but by rainbow order, and it is just so satisfying to look at. But I think this little cardigan will do. Hopefully this clip turns out okay. I'm not sure. You're kind of propped up at an awkward angle, but jacket secured. Let's grab the bags. Plot twist. I don't think I'm going to need this jacket very long, but I'm prepared in case, you know, it randomly starts to snow. Speaking of which, let's get some tunes on and find some holiday classics.
Promos.
Wow, that is very loud. Okay, now I'm going to go because time is of the essence, or whatever. If this were dachshunds, I would get this. Still cute, but no wieners. Holy bugs, Batman. Let's assess. Let's assess.
You spend at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and HomeSense. And if you get approved today, you get 10% off on your first purchase. Ask any associate how to apply and start earning rewards today. Once again this holiday season, we're supporting Children's Research Hospital.
You're done. You're done.
You know, it was quite the shopping experience when outer layers have been shed and the hair is not hairing the way it was hairing when you went in. I did have success, not at Home Goods, but I beat-bopped around and I did find a little entrance accent rug. It is holiday themed. I was about to give up, TBH, but at the last moment, I was going for neutrals and I saw this rug and I was like, okay, we're vibing with the colors. And then I saw that it was a holiday themed rug and I thought there were going to be words on it, and I'm not really a wordy rug kind of gal. But then I unfolded said rug and it was meant to be. Let me hook up this mic so I can give you the full rug in all of its glory. One moment. Okay. Hopefully you can still hear me all right. My fellow page pampers, I give you a princess. No, it's a dachshund through the snow rug, and I love it. I did tell my husband that I found a rug I did not tell him what it was of, but he's going to love it. I am so excited for him to see it when he gets home. It was $6.99 and it's staying up through the holidays, maybe even longer. We could become a Dachshund Through the Snow household indefinitely. I would deem that experience trying, but rewarding, very successful. I am now going to pop into Trader Joe's very quickly because I'm quite hungry. I'm going to have a late lunch today. First, I need to fix this hair, drink some water, have a little decompression moment. Decompression? Did I say that? Decompression moment in my car. Do some deep breathing. And I'll see you at home. That was probably the most festive Trader Joe's run that I've ever had. Inside, they were sampling hot chocolate and cookies, and you could have your pick of various toppings. There were peppermint marshmallows, regular marshmallows, peppermint chips, and sprinkles, and I went with some peppermint marshmallows. Very delicious. I still have my cookie. I did not eat it just yet, but I want to show you guys what I picked up. I didn't get much. Just a few things for potentially dinner tonight. Some snackies. Okay. So in bag number 1, I have some ground turkey. Need to wipe that down just in case. Some bananas. And some broccoli. And I thought I was done, but I am not. A little thing of orange juice. And then in bag number 2, you guys may or may not know me and my Gerbera daisies. These are my favorite flowers. They'll be the first flowers up in the new place. And then I also grabbed some of my favorite oats, my favorite hash browns, some prunes, some black beans, some, what is that? Caramel, a potato, a few apples, and these said cookies they were sampling. Well, they were sampling the chocolate covered ones. We've already had these and I love them. I'm not too confident with the pronunciation. Will insert if I can find it, but these are them.
Lebkuchen.
Very delicious. They've been my go-to post-dinner treat, if you will. But that is everything that I picked up at Trader Joe's, plus my rug, which you already saw. Now, it's after 2 p.m. and I need to have lunch. I was sipping my hot chocolate and I was like, wow, I need to eat something. This is not going to do. So I'm going to make myself some lunch, wind down a little bit, put this away, of course, and then I will be back. Back to those said activities I very briefly mentioned at the beginning of this video. They're rather festive, if I do say so myself. Up first, I am going to get my holiday cards all addressed and hopefully sent out this evening. I have my planner with me where I keep all of my addresses. Speaking of which, I wanted to show you my 2026 planner. It is an exact replica of my 2025 planner, just a different cover. They are from the line Blue Sky. I've been using them since 2022. This is the first year I've had a larger planner and I love it very much. I'll show you an overview of what it looks like on the inside. I just love all of the various areas to record notes, lists, etc. Cue a festive little holiday montage. Oh, but before, keep the shelves. That was the last space we organized, and my lower back and eyeballs are very grateful. Every time, basically, I send out a letter, my mind reminds me of that one episode of Seinfeld where I believe it was George's fiance passes away from licking all of those envelopes. And I was a kid when I watched that. Terrified me, and ever since then I've used a sponge. Also germs. So if you ever get a letter from me, just know I didn't lick it, and I used a sponge. Cards are officially ready to go, and I wanted to show you the pictures we chose for said card. This was from our most recent trip to Nice, and then these two were from earlier this year when we went to Switzerland. The vibe this year was travel, adventure, and I feel like this template encompassed that very well. So that is our 2025 holiday card. It's time to show the new mat. So long story short, I made my rounds, did not have any luck, and then just like the last time when I got the outdoor mat, Ross pulled through. I was about to give up, and then I was going for neutrals, and then I saw this brown and white. I was like, okay. And then I saw that it was a holiday rug. I was like, oh, well, I kind of want to get something more long term, and I'm not really a wordy mat kind of gal, but then I pulled it out, and it was like, you'll know why. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you love?
Yes.
And it was $6.99.
Damn.
So I figured we could keep it out through the holiday in like winter, and then I don't know,
We'll keep it out.
this might be the vibe forever, indefinitely.
Yeah.
But I figured it was a good size. All the other ones were really, really big. And then I figured after the holidays we can go and look for something that might be more long term.
I had a suspicion it would be
Dachshund? Yeah, we're a dachshund through the snow kind of household. But yeah, no, I saw it and I was like, I can't not leave with this. So yeah, that's it. I knew you'd appreciate the vibes. But it's perfect. The other ones were super long, and I'm glad I didn't get the big one because when I measured it, when I got back, it would have gone under the table. So you like?
Love it.
My next festive activity that I want to do today is a little holiday try-a-chapter. If you watched my last video, I talked about my current read at the time. I did finish The Mysterious Bakery on Rue de Paris by Evie Woods. I enjoyed it. I love how she incorporates historical periods into her books. The flashbacks to past times are probably my favorite aspect when it comes to her books. I still think The Lost Bookshop is my favorite by her, but this would probably be the second, and then The Story Collector third. She does have a new book in the works. More to come on that. It will be in my 2026 most anticipated releases, but now I want to delve into a holiday read. I have 2 books, I believe, that I would love to read before Christmas or a little after Christmas. No, I'm not sticking exactly to the 25th. The first is The 12 Days of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. I think I said the 12 days of Christmas. The 12 dates of Christmas, because that would make sense. This is a library checkout, and it follows the main character. Obviously, her name is Kate Turner. She's 34 years old, and her best friend signs her up for a dating agency. She goes on 12 dates with 12 different men, And she's kind of in this bah humbug mindset. Yet with each new date more disastrous than the one before, and the whole town keeping tabs on her misadventures, Kate must remind herself that sometimes love, like mistletoe, shows up where it's least expected. And maybe, just maybe, it's been right within her reach all along. And then, book number 2, it's chaotic over there, is The Gingerbread Bakery by Lori Gilmore. I read The Christmas Tree Farm last Christmas and had myself a grand old time. So this is the second book that I would love to read. It follows Annie and Mac's story, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, do plan, fingers crossed, on reading both of these this season. Now I just need to decide which one I am going to read first. So, try a chapter it shall be. Let's light a Christmas candle, cozy up on the couch, and read a festive read. The verdict is in, and the book that I'm going to go with first is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. First of all, this is a library book, and I don't want to run out of time. I enjoyed both reading experiences, and I'm excited to continue along in each. My mini holiday TBR. It appears as though in The 12 Dates of Christmas that the chapters are broken up by the 12 different dates. I did a quick perusal, but I had to stop because I saw a name that was referenced in the first chapter and I didn't want to spoil it for myself. Hopefully I didn't. And then with The Gingerbread Bakery, I read the first 2 chapters and it appears as though, from what I've very smallly gathered, that the chapters are broken up into then and now. So you get a glimpse into Annie and Mac's past and why their relationship is the way it is. Enemies to lovers vibes, I think. TBD. That is where I am currently sitting on the floor and in my books. Perfect little reading tri-chapter venture. Looking forward to jumping back in, of course. Now it is time for dinner. Did I mention we're going out for dinner? Because we're going out for dinner. It's that time of day where R&R time can officially begin, relax, and read. And of course, I am going to be resuming the 12 Days of Christmas. I am looking forward to reading both of these holiday reads. I feel like there are going to be some parallels, TBD of course, but it felt really good to film today, to get back into the swing of things, and to of course feel very situated after our move. I am looking forward to spending the holidays in our new home. I'm loving it. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I hope your December is going smoothly. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!